Hello, everyone. We are here for the Man City against Copenhagen watch along. Let me type it in. That was a very stressful 5 minutes. Let me tell you, it's not a good idea to sort out things at the end. Copenhagen against Man City ended up checking out Bellingham. That I didn't even want to do it, but I had Copenhagen live watch along. Don't ask me why I took out Bellingham. I had to because I really wanted to get in De Bruyne into my team. I wanted to get in Mane into my team, sorry. So first half, let's do this. First half. This. So we are here for the Man City watch along. Let me know how many Man City players do you have? As always, hit the like button. I'll really appreciate it. So Man City up against Copenhagen. So this is my final team. I've gone for Guerrero, Di Lorenzo, James, Cancelo, and Perisic at the back. I have gone for Vlahovic and Alisson as my goalkeepers. I've gone for De Bruyne, Mahrez, Di Maria, Mane, and Son as my midfielders. I've gone for Benzema, Raspadori, and Mbappe up front. That is my team. Very stressful, very stressful. Anel says switched Mudrik to Mahrez last second. I did the same. You know, I switched Bellingham to Mane, and then I was like, oh no, Bellingham against Sevilla. Let me bring him back. Time is up. I was like, forget about it. Let me just leave him. I already have Guerrero, so I'm hoping Sevilla defend better tomorrow. Mahrez is my captain, and only chosen by City almost scored already. Only chosen by 1%. Come on now. Very good, very good. Please score some goals for me. Same here, man. Says JJJ. I have the three same as you. Mahrez, De Bruyne, and Cancelo. Do you have anyone else from the other game, Juventus? I captain Bellingham, says Ezin. Interesting. I will have the Juventus game here as well, so that I can keep an eye on both. I have Di Maria. You guys have a couple of other players from that game too. I'm definitely scared not owning Bellingham, but I'm happy with this team. I'm going to go for it. So I've gone for it, not I'm going to go for it. I've already gone for it. We can't really make any changes right now. Limitless chip is already active. Interesting week. Let's see what happens, man. Let's see what happens. I don't know why they're supposed to write for me somewhere here that I've played my limitless. Let me check something. Let me see, make transfers. Man City just with the position as always. Yeah, limitless played. I was just confirming, you never know. I might be doing very quickly and then boom. I didn't play my limitless chip. Who would have known? Ederson with a mistake. He almost scored an own goal. Look at this crazy guy. Ederson almost scored an own goal. Please, Ederson, don't start with that Adan. We already suffered a lot with Adan last week. Op says put Bayern defense. I wanted to do it. I wanted to put Upamecano for James, but it was too late. Anel says I have Cancelo, Alvarez, and Mahrez. No, not bad at all. I switched to Benzema to Raspadori last second. I'm nervous. I thought you were joking about not disclosing remaining players, and I waited. Now 2 players are on my team on your on. Wait, sorry. I thought you were joking. No, I wasn't joking because just to avoid any copying, just the last 5 players. I did reveal 10 players. I mean, some people usually don't even reveal one. I have De Bruyne, Hal, Cancelo, and Haaland. That's a very Haaland. Haaland is not playing, so you have De Bruyne and Cancelo, isn't? Not bad. Let's see how it goes. City on the attack here. Gomez on the left side to Grealish. I definitely thought about Gundogan and Grealish coming into my team. Gomez with the ball, definitely very good players. They are going to score a goal right now. The way they're passing the ball around. Cancelo. It was either I go for Cancelo or Laporte. Yesterday I had Laporte, but I just can't take Cancelo out of my team. He's really good. So I couldn't I couldn't push myself to take him out. Why have they not updated the points? Put 2 points for De Bruyne. Me too, Vlahovic captain. Not bad on the first day. Power. Yeah, Haaland need him for the next match. They have Kostic to get rid of and Adan, so I have no choice. I hear you. I hear you. Really forgot to change captain. Only got Benzema. No way. No way. No way, Ops. No way. The best captains are today. The likes of Man City. When is Benzema playing? Tomorrow, right? Benzema is playing today. Benzema is playing today. So that's not bad anyway. So you've captained a player who's playing today anyway. Oops. Now I hope Haaland scores a hat-trick off the bench. Hopefully not. Man City on the attack on the left side. Alvarez, please don't score because I had in my original. Oh my goodness. So close. Alvarez almost made it 1-0. Just did the goalkeeper save that? That was a pass, I think, from Grealish or De Bruyne. Shot. Oh, the goalkeeper saved it. That's definitely a corner. What is the linesman and the referee looking at? That's definitely a corner. That's definitely a save. It was going in. That should have been 1-0. The referee is asleep. That definitely should be in a corner. 6 minutes gone. Still Copenhagen 0, Man City 0. Juventus also keeping an eye on Juventus. Di Maria, Vlahovic, a couple of you have them. I have Di Maria. Maccabi Haifa already taken 2 shots in that game. I am pretty sure they'll score. Hopefully they do. Let's turn up the notifications for the yellow cards and everything. Very good save from the goalkeeper. But Man City already showing their class right away. He will score second half Haaland. If he comes on as in, we want Man City to score a lot of goals right now so that Haaland doesn't come on. That is what we want. Why they are not updating my De Bruyne points? I don't like this. I'm watching you, Champions League Fantasy Administrator. I'm watching you. Man City with possession here on the left, in the midfield. Literally any of these guys could score anytime. I really don't want it to be Haaland or Alvarez because I took them out. Really? They've scored already? I told you. That is the same thing I've just said 1 minute ago. Juventus will concede a goal. And they have. Maccabi Haifa goal. Maccabi Haifa 1, Juventus 0. I am not surprised at all. I am not surprised. I did say last time they had 20 shots against them. So I actually thought about Maccabi Haifa players last night, and I was like, nah, there's no one I really know here. That is a good start. No players from the defense of Juventus defense. So let me just write Juventus here as well. Juventus, Maccabi 1, Juventus 0. Juventus are not great at away from home. They've lost every single game away from home, so they've not won any. They lost to Monza of all teams, so terrible. Eight minutes gone. Man City have still not yet scored. What are you doing, Man City? Should be 2 goals up by now. We don't want Haaland to come on in the second half. So I can definitely assure you some people have been caught off guard with that. Not many people come back on the Tuesday later on in the deadline to make transfers. So if they already had Haaland, so they don't get to make that transfer. Good header from Maccabi Haifa. I think it was a header. 0-0 here. Maccabi Haifa 1, Juventus 0. Does any of you have Juventus defenders? Someone told me bring on Cuadrado. Thankfully, I didn't. Maccabi Haifa is not crap at their place. They're not terrible at all. I really did think Man City would be at least 1 goal up by now. I don't know what the hell they're doing. That was a hectic deadline stream. Hectic. Man City the ball on the left side. Gomez. Bruyne is my captain. Who is your captain? I hope Vlahovic scores at least. It doesn't matter if Haifa scores. Yeah, true. Actually, it does help Juventus try to push forward even more. I was having Kostic, but it benched, thank goodness. I had Kostic as well, but not on my limitless. Ezin says he's bad. Thankfully, he's benched. Yep. Hopefully, the Wi-Fi is not going down. Man City on the attack on the right side. Cross cleared. Copenhagen are now just parking the bus. That is what they've come to do today. Shot. What a goal, Man City 1-0, and it's not the one we wanted to score. Rodri has scored for Man City. Who told you to score, Rodri? No one knows you. No one wants you to score. Rodri has scored. Why does no Rodri score? Who has assisted? Let me just check who assisted that. What a goal, though. What a goal. My goodness. Yeah, I told you, Man City, they never score anything less than 4 goals. These guys are pretty good. Goal for Man City. Let me see who assisted this. That is Alvarez. If you have Alvarez, that is an assist for Alvarez. 1-0 Man City. Alvarez is the assist. We didn't need him to score. Definitely did not need him to score. That is 1-0 to Man City, Rodri. Even if I was to pick 8 Man City players, I still wouldn't have picked Rodri. So I wouldn't feel bad about that. Rodri, 11 minutes. Checking goal. Very good. Oh, they're checking the goal. This is good. They're checking the goal for what? Listen, I don't mind. As long as I don't have any of those players who scored or assisted, I don't mind. But it just means we're getting closer to Haaland getting subbed on. Oh, Mahrez handball. Oh, I didn't even see that. Yeah, that was a handball from Mahrez, so that goal is going to be disallowed. If he gives it, I'd be very surprised. He's checking it a lot. They could give it, obviously, because they don't have Alvarez, so they'll probably give it. The referee is still checking. It was kind of accidental, but they can give it. They could give it. Let's see. It was definite handball, but was it on purpose? Was it by mistake? That is what we need to know. Handball, goal overturned, goal overruled. 0-0. We are back to 0-0. No assist for Alvarez. The Champions League fantasy gods are with us today, the people who don't have Alvarez. Man City on the attack once again. Riyad Mahrez on the right side. No. That was don't say that, Javob. If he gets a yellow card for that, that would be disaster. No, it was by miss. It was basically it wasn't intentional, but since it led to a goal, that's why they removed it. Gondwan shot. That's supposed to be a corner as well. Still 0-0, 15 minutes. City goal disallowed. Copenhagen are literally not attacking though. 15 minutes, they've not tried to attack even once. So if you have a double City defense, then it's not bad. It's not looking bad at all. Maccabi Haifa are actually creating chances and getting corners in the other game. Gondwan with the ball at the back to Gomez, to Laporte. Long ball all the way to Cancelo. They can't finish this first half without scoring, though. They're too good. The problem is who he's scoring. De Bruyne with the through pass to Alvarez, just intercepted by their defender. That's a foul. City foul. Free kick to Copenhagen. Who is this? This is Gomez. You can give him a yellow card if you want, referee. I do not mind it at all. That was a great goal by Rodri, even though has been disallowed. Yeah, he usually has at least 3 of those kind of goals every season. 50 minutes gone, still 0-0. Maccabi Haifa leading Juventus 1-0 in the other game. I can just change to that. If Juventus lose today, then I think that is goodbye. I don't think they'll beat PSG. They could be going to the Europa League. I usually do not trust Juventus. As I've always said, I don't trust them. Java, no, I'm watching one on TV and one on the phone, but like I've just changed to Juventus game on the TV because someone is down injured for Man City. Disallowed goal, nice, says Ezin. Nice, yes. As long as it's not De Bruyne or Mahrez, definitely nice. Man City relentless. Like they can have that ball for 90 minutes without you ever getting it at all. Cancelo. Man City are pretty dangerous. Very, very good team. Gondwan is really getting involved in the attack as well. Copenhagen win back the ball. Can they do the unthinkable and score? Anel says this ref has lost his mind. That was definitely supposed to be a corner. I don't know where the hell they were looking at. Fast knockout, then disallowing the goal. Very harsh for sure, but I don't mind because I don't have any of Alvarez and Rodri. Cancelo, is that a foul? Oh, wow. Superb skill. Almost 20 minutes without a goal. This is a disaster so far. Triple up on Man City, no goal so far. That means Haaland is about to come on. I don't have him in my team. That would be a disaster if Haaland came on like at halftime. Oh, what a shot from Copenhagen. What a save from Ederson corner. If Haaland comes on and scores 2 goals, that would be a disaster. You know, like disaster. That would be worse than these other players who've gotten injured. Still 0-0 though. First shot from Copenhagen. Juventus are getting a bunch of corners in the other game. Corner from Copenhagen. Oh, what another good save from Ederson. Copenhagen do not want to be left behind. They want us to consider their players for next time. $20 minutes gone now. Copenhagen nil, Man City nil. Who will score more points, Vlahovic or Raspadori? Since I have Vlahovic and you have Raspadori. Raspadori, Summit. Raspadori. That is mine. You've captained Mahrez. He handled the ball. The first goal could have stood if it wasn't for Mahrez. Mahrez with the ball on the right side. Rodri to Gomez. The way City play, it's just incredible. Like Gomez comes in to central midfield. Cancelo goes forward as a right winger. Like it's so hard to mark them. De Bruyne, cross, finish. You should have shot the ball, Mahrez. Oh, that would have been perfect. De Bruyne cross to Mahrez. Why are they passing the ball to Rodri? There's no one who wants Rodri to score. Why are they passing the ball to Rodri? They're literally passing every single ball to him. Did anyone ask for a Rodri goal? Nope. I have both. I thought you're saying you have Rodri and someone else. I was like, oh, Raspadori and Vlahovic. Okay. I think Haaland will come second half and first half 2-0. If the first half is 2-0, he won't come on. They have a very big game against Liverpool. But if it's like 1-0, there's a huge chance he could come on. Pep out here playing with my feelings. This team selections, don't play them. You are very happy that he's actually we actually got to get the City team news early today because we never do. Corner for Man City. I hope Cancelo gets a hat trick, says Ray. I wouldn't mind it at all. It was between him and Laporte, and I went for him. That was a De Bruyne shot deflected out for a corner kick. Obviously, it is always deflected out when you have them. But I'm telling you, if we didn't have De Bruyne, that would have been a goal. And Foden has been benched twice now in the Champions League in a row. Mahrez to take the corner. Very good corner. Header. Oh, so close. Blocked. De Bruyne the ball outside the box. I have both Laporte and Cancelo. A clean sheet is very likely, but the problem is that it usually just takes one chance for the opponent to score. But I wouldn't expect them to create that much. And even if Cancelo gets subbed off, you have Laporte. And if they have a big lead, both of those players could be subbed off. Like, hopefully it's after the 60th minute. De Bruyne to Grealish. Oh, to Laporte, cross, saved. Maccabi Haifa and Juventus game is pretty interesting. Pep is saving Foden for the final, says Sharma. What are they checking? Are they checking a penalty? Oh, yeah, that is a handball. Man City checking Man City penalty. Imagine they give it and then they give it to Gundogan. Oh, for goodness sake. Don't give this penalty and then give it to Gundogan. The referee is back checking again. He is going to check a penalty for Man City. Man City penalty check. Please, I remember what I said in the deadline stream? Gundogan could take the penalty because he also takes penalties. Please don't do that to me. That is a handball. His hand is like this, basically. This could be a penalty for Man City, but who will take it? This referee has been busy already. 20 minutes, they already checked like 2 things already. Let's see. Penalty Man City. We have a penalty for Man City. Please, please don't be Gundogan instead of Mahrez. I am begging you. I chose Mahrez specifically for penalties, but there was always the risk of Gundogan taking the penalty. Who is taking this penalty? It's Mahrez. So far, so good. It's Mahrez taking the penalty. So far, so good. But he still has to score. You still have to score. It was either I take you or Bellingham. I chose you. You better score. You guessed it. He missed it. The one day that I have Mahrez in my team, he misses a bloody penalty. Life is so unfair. How do you delete this app? How do you delete the Champions League Fantasy app? That is so unbelievable. That is terrible. He should have. How can you miss a penalty a day like this? That is so annoying. Very good save, though. I saw Bellingham last second. I did. I like that a lot. I do not like it at all, Ezin and Ripper do need to be blocked. The one day, he never misses. He does miss a few times, but the one day that I have him, he misses a penalty. There's someone who said they have Mahrez as their captain. That is disaster. That is what you call disaster. The game week keeps getting worse and worse. And it's not owned by many people. So that is very painful because not many people have him. We are still at 0-0 somehow. The only way Mahrez can correct that is if he can get another 2 goals. Now, the problem is he won't take the next penalty. There's that as well. And that means Haaland is close to coming on. You can't miss a penalty when you have you in your team. Oh my goodness, it's gone to -1 again. It's just like last week with Adan. Mahrez has missed a bloody penalty, man. It was a poor penalty as well, anyway. Man City on the attack anyway. It could get better. It could get worse. Copenhagen on the attack. It's still 0-0 somehow. It should have been 3-0 to Man City. They've missed a penalty. They've had a goal disallowed, and they've had like a one-on-one chance as well. It's a disaster so far. For those ones who have 2 defenders from them, you're lucky so far. Yusuf says, I have Mahrez. It's painful, I'm telling you. When I didn't have him last week, he scored the penalty. But Man City on the attack here again, it's never over. I guess you get something going for you and you get something going against you because Alvarez goal got disallowed as well. Oh my goodness, this is a red card, I swear. Oh wow, no foul. Yo, they're going to check that. That could, if that is a foul, that is a red card for Sergio Gomez. He is so lucky. If that is a foul, that is a red card. They're definitely going to check it. Alvarez shot saved. That is not a foul. That is a definite foul. If he doesn't give that as a foul, that they are so lucky. He's not giving it as a foul. That is crazy. That looked like it's such an obvious foul. Oh, they're so lucky. Not that I'm complaining because, I mean, oh, VR checking. I thought so. VR for the 3rd time in the game. Yes, VR checking. Oh my goodness. The referee is back checking again for the 3rd time already. Who has Sergio Gomez? Put your hands up if you have Sergio Gomez. He's going to get a red card. This is a definite red card. I saw it from a long time ago. Put your hands up if you have Sergio Gomez. Let's see it again. That is a definite red card. There's no way he's going to escape that. Man City will have to play with 10 men, which makes things harder, which means Haaland will come on. Yeah, that is just this has been a very, very disastrous 29 minutes. Everything is going against anyone who had Mahrez, De Bruyne captain, anyone. That will be a red card. Right? Red card. Red card for Gomez. I saw it from a long time ago. Now, the problem with this is that it makes it harder for Man City. I don't know if it makes it harder for them. They're still a very good team. Who has Gomez in their team? It's so unlucky for him. So unlucky for him. Is it a penalty or a free kick? That looked like yeah, it was a free kick, surely. I feel bad for Gomez because Pep has been going for him in the league. In the Champions League, now he's not there. Now that could mean Cancelo doesn't go off, but that could mean Cancelo loses his clean sheet, Ederson loses his clean sheet. Red. We'll probably switch. Jevob is already thinking about it tomorrow. Jevob has moved on to tomorrow. Maybe we should be like Jevob. Let's just forget about this game and wait for tomorrow. Summit says, can you substitute a guy missing a penalty? If he does get at least 0 points, yes, you can sub him out. But if it's minus, you can. If it's minus, I don't think you can. I'm not sure about that. I don't think you can sub out someone if they have minus. I'm not sure if you miss a penalty, you can still get subbed off. But if he plays 60 minutes, it's going to be like 0 points, luckily. So you can sub him out. Now Haaland will get subbed in and score a hat-trick. Blocked. The free kick is blocked. Now it's very tough for Man City. Now the 3-4 goals is looking very unlikely. I have them both. Gomez and who? Haaland will come. Yep, that's looking very likely, as in. Not now, though. Maybe in the second half or something. If it gets harder for them. And this has all come from Mahrez missing a penalty. All this has come from Mahrez missing a penalty. Wait, did you mean you have both Gomez and Mahrez? Hopefully not. This is one of those match days, you know. Sane might not start. Haaland doesn't start. Musiala is sick. Neuer is sick. Courtois is out. Vinicius might get rested. Valverde might get rested. Mahrez misses a penalty. Diaz is coming on. Who is getting subbed off? Don't tell me it's Mahrez. He's been subbed off. Oh my goodness. Mahrez has been subbed off. Like, can it get worse? Like, can things get worse? Like, surely this is it. It can't get worse than this, can it? Mahrez has been subbed off for Diaz. What the hell? Like, why do we even play this game seriously? Like, it's just stressful. 30 minutes. Man City have had a goal disallowed with an Alvarez assist. Mahrez has missed a penalty. Sergio Gomez has picked up a red card, which means Mahrez has gone off, and which means Haaland will come on. The same Haaland that we don't have because we subbed him out because you're sitting on the bench. Meanwhile, what the hell is Di Maria and Vlahovic doing in the other game? They've not done anything. Di Maria. I should have known. I should have known. Yeah, so far it's a disaster. As in. Sharma says Mahrez could still score. City almost like a hack team. Sharma. He can't score from the bench, though. He can't score from the bench. That is a problem. He can't score from the bench. Mahrez as captain and Gomez. Oh, my goodness. You know what? I'm just going to confirm that for you right now because I'm not sure whether you can sub out a player if they miss a penalty and get minus. I've never really had that. I know about a player getting a red card. Ezin says I like that. Like whatever Ezin and his friends have done today, it's working. I have Gomez. That's a disaster, especially if he had Adan last week as well. I took a -4 for Ruben Diaz. Like you took him out for a -4. That's what you mean. This game is a joke. Pep is trying to defend and bring in Haaland to score, says Teza. You're not serious. Really? Di Maria is out injured. Surely like 30 minutes, you know, you plan for a match day for 2 months, 30 minutes, everything is ruined because 2 players have been subbed off already. Again, I should have known. Di Maria has been subbed off with that. I should have known. It was a trap. Di Maria is a trap. I knew Juventus is a trap. And they're not that good. And Di Maria is always injury prone. Yeah, so now I definitely need De Bruyne to do something. 100%. Yes, Di Maria is off injured. That is a disaster as well. So I've already got my 2-3 subs for tomorrow. Di Maria out. So basically now I don't want Vlahovic to score as well in that game. I have Gomez and Mahrez -3. Yusuf, you have to laugh, man. You can't cry. You either cry or laugh. Like by now you're expecting 20 points and instead you have -3. Your life is so unfair, Yusuf. I'm so sorry I'm laughing, but just imagine you go into a match day, you're very optimistic. De Bruyne captain, Mahrez, Gomez, I'm going to get 30 points. Man City against Copenhagen, you get -3 in the first 30 minutes. Like FPL is so crazy, man. FPL, UCL fantasy. Comments that did not age well. Yes, Sharma, that definitely did not age well. There's no point playing this game, guys. It's just heartbreak. Yeah. How did Gomez get a red card? Says CJ. It was the guy who was through 1-on-1 and he pulled him back, and the referee didn't give it. I don't know why. That was such an obvious foul. But yeah, he went and checked it, and yeah, I was going for Mahrez, Gomez. I put Haaland in my team and Bellingham captain, looking good for me. I was going for Mahrez and Gomez. Time to switch the game off. Mahrez getting sacrificed. Arnold, it's worse for me. Di Maria has been subbed off in the other game. And now it makes it harder for Man City to get a lot of goals. Bilal says, I have Di Maria, Mahrez, and Gomez. I'll call it a day. Wow. Yeah, that is a disaster. All within 20 minutes, all your players are gone. Di Maria, Mahrez, and Gomez. Who would have predicted that? No one. This is proper disaster. Anyway, Cancelo is going forward. Can he do something? Crosses. Cleared. Haaland should stay on the bench, says Javob. He'll probably come on, but I don't know for who now. It'll probably be for Alvarez. Just played Maya this week is something else. This is it's a disaster. It's a disaster. Let me just check my team, Let me see what I can do tomorrow. I can probably bring on Perisic for Di Maria. It's looking very likely that this captain will change. So let me just check something now. Let me check. I know that if a player gets a red card, you can sub them out, but I'm not 100% sure if a player misses a penalty and gets -1. If he had 0, you can sub him out, but I don't know if he has -1, you can sub him out. Like, who would have expected things like this? Let's go to rules. Read the rules. Let's check something. Subs. If there's anyone who knows that, let me know. Subs. Man City are still on the attack, though. You can't sub players into your starting lineup or change your captain who have already played in that match day. Once you confirm, we know that. Once the matches on the final day have kicked off, you can't make changes to your team. Any changes you will make, we know that. That is so obvious. You'll need to save your transfers. No, this is not what you're looking for. Manual subs is what we're looking for. Because you can make subs mid-match day, try picking a squad. You'll need to save your changes. We know that. Sub out a maximum of 4 players unless they have been sent off, and replace them with any subs. Any players that you sub out will score 0 points for that match day. I think we can sub out Mahrez. I think there's no way they've said if a player gets minus, you can't sub them out unless it's a red card. I think you can breathe a sigh of relief there. I think unless they've been sent off. Yeah, they didn't write anywhere that if you miss a penalty, you can't be subbed off if you get a -1. So I think we can take out Mahrez from our teams, hopefully. Why are we even checking this? We shouldn't be checking this. We should be celebrating Mahrez penalty. I had captained Mahrez Summit. Tough times. This has been one of those match days. Great news for Benfica, says Ripadu. Maccabi Haifa beating Juventus, yeah, because Juventus will probably finish third. I was going for Mahrez and Gomez, then I said no. Bellingham is the man captain and Haaland will start second half, says Ezin saw the future. My friend was laughing at me before for having Mahrez, says relaxing central. He was right. But it's just a disaster, I know he's on penalties. He got the penalty, he missed it. Then to make it worse, Gomez gets a red card And he's the one who gets subbed off, not even Alvarez. I thought Alvarez would be the one to go off, but it's Mahrez. Fantasy football is always about the expect the unexpected. I won't be surprised if Haaland ends up man of them. Please no, Nish. Please no. Mahrez, what a game. He starts, plays football with his hand. Yeah, he actually is the one who made the first goal get disallowed. I forgot about that. The missing a penalty, then getting subbed off. It's basically they've told him, Glenn and Javob and a couple of other people have you in your in the Champions League fantasy team. Just go inside there, go in that pitch and be a disaster, and then I'll take you off. Humiliating game for Mahrez, says Sharma. I took out Valverde, Musiala, Diaz for Bellingham, Kvaratskhelia, Mahrez, captain. Pain, says Finlay. As I said, we have to laugh. We can't cry. It's happened to all of us. And then right after last week, when our guy Adan got a red card and literally gave away the 2 goals, Adan. And literally, you know where they usually write how many goals the goalkeepers conceded? 1 goal conceded, 2 goals conceded. Adan is not even on the pitch, but somehow he ended up conceding 5 goals because the goals that you concede after getting the red card are still going onto your name. So absolute disaster. And I had Adan got a yellow card. We have a Benfica fan here. Ripadu, you probably watch sporting games. I had Adan got another yellow card this weekend. What a disaster of a goalkeeper. I am done with this game, Glenn, says Igor, within half of an hour. Captain Di Maria off, Mahrez missed penalty. Oh my goodness. Quadrado was also conceded, says Igor. Like, if it's like we didn't have enough disasters already, you know, with them. Now we don't even know. Like, it would be even worse if we get the team news later on and Benzema, you know, Benzema also misses a lot of penalties. This guy can get another penalty today and miss. Or we hear Raspadori is on the bench or something stupid like that. That's great news, Teza. Teza, literally, oh yeah, that could be great news about Mahrez if we can sub him out. And Di Maria gets injured. That's a disaster because, yeah, I really thought that game could probably end like I think I predicted 2-2 or 3-2 to Juventus. My friend has Gomez and changed Musiala to Di Maria with -4. Now that is another reason why I don't like minus. You just never know what happens. Yeah, I rather just keep that one player that will get me 1 point because of situations like this. Imagine taking a -8 and then whoever you've brought in Mane doesn't start and then someone gets a red card. It's disaster. Yusuf is really laughing at his friend as well. I think from now, Gundogan will be on penalties. Yeah, I'll probably be on that. And if Haaland is on the pitch, Haaland will be taking penalties. Maccabi Haifa have scored a 2nd goal. Oh, my goodness. I told you guys Juventus is not a team to trust. Maccabi Haifa have scored a 2nd goal. That is very good news for you, Benfica fans. What a goal. I knew Juventus is one of those teams. Just go and listen to that fantasy tip show that I did 2 days ago. I said Juventus is not a team you can trust. Maccabi Haifa will definitely get a couple of goals. Let me just check my prediction. You know, I can check it here right now. Let's go to gaming. Let me check my prediction for this match. Let me see how many goals I predicted them to score. So Juventus are losing. Changing of Mahrez. Yep. Watch Modric score a couple later because I took him out for Mahrez. That would be a disaster, Arnold. And then so score as well. Zap, thank you guys for being here, by the way. Hopefully, Cancelo and De Bruyne get assists when Haaland scores later. No, Haaland is not coming on. No. We cannot talk about Haaland coming on, Javob. Some people here are waiting for Haaland to come on. We can't do that. Quadrado is now down injured. I hope not for you, for your sake, Igor. He's been fouled. 2-0 to Maccabi Haifa. This has been a proper disaster. So I went for Maccabi Haifa to score against Juventus. I think my first prediction was 2-2, and then I changed it to 2-0, 2-1 to Juventus. So I didn't expect a clinch. 2-0, go there and win 2-0. I don't think they can do that. Let's see. They can't do that at all. Well, let's see what happens in 5 minutes added on in the Man City game. 5 minutes added on in the Man City game. Whew. Let's see. Gomez is my captain. Can I change my captain? Says Psycho. No. Gomez is your captain. Oh no. Should we tell him? Should we tell him? You cannot change your captain. I have Di Maria, Haaland, Valverde, Cavell. This game drives me crazy sometimes. Says that you're not the only one, man. And then you play FPL as well on the weekend. You captain Haaland, and then someone else scores a hat trick. Mahrez, Diaz. Yep, he got subbed off for Diaz. And now Man City will struggle to score a goal. That's the problem, because when you're down to 10 men, Man City can still score 2, but it makes it harder. It's not going to be easy for them. Let's go back here. Do I have to log in again? I'll bring back the screen. Someone is injured for Copenhagen. Yeah, this has just been a disaster. I'd like to know how other people's teams are doing as well. This is on a limitless chip, and I'm this stressed. Like, just imagine someone who didn't play a chip and they already had like 6 players missing. View team. These Copenhagen guys, they have with a draw. If they can get a draw here, that would be a perfect result for Dortmund. If Man City can draw with Copenhagen, Dortmund will be over the moon. Let's see. Yeah, I think I got it back. Haaland will score, says Ezin. Corner for Man City. De Bruyne takes it. Obviously collected. Nothing has happened from that. There's definitely going to be a lot of changes in this team. This is exactly what you don't need in the first game. In the first game, after you play your wildcard or limitless, you need like Mahrez to score, De Bruyne to score, just to calm you down. You're like, it's okay. At least I'm on 30 points so far. Let's wait for the rest of the players. But the first game, Marcus says, will Gomez miss the next match day now? Yes, Marcus is not going to be there. For a hat trick, really? Maccabi Haifa have a penalty, or what? Oh, he's scored 2 goals. He's on track for. I get what you're saying. I have limitless, so that is my only hope. I'm hoping De Bruyne does do something, and Mahrez and Sané just come from the bench for tomorrow for the likes of Di Maria. But I know some people didn't have a limitless or wildcard, and they only had 11 players, so that becomes very, very tough. So yesterday night, I was trying to look because I knew Maccabi Haifa would score. So I tried to look at Maccabi Haifa players. I literally looked at how many minutes some people have played in the league, all that. I found out some players that were actually starting the Champions League had only started 1 game out of the 3. I was like, man, that is too risky, too risky. And I was like, nah. But yeah, they're beating Juventus, and I don't think they'll come back. Do you think Mahrez starts against Dortmund? Because I'm looking at my team, I need so many transfers, says Finlay. I think he does. De Bruyne through here. Oh, should have scored. Corner. De Bruyne, you're the only person who can help us now. Imagine being ranked 877 and bottling like that. Gomez, why? These things happen, man. The good thing is that some people above you might still have players like Gomez and a couple of those players who got subbed off like Di Maria. Juventus is always a trap. I know this team. Always a trap. Ripadu says, why did you play Limitless just now? Should have played in the first 2 games where everyone was going all win and the teams didn't care about resting players. Personally, I think playing the Limitless, the best time to play it is match day 6. That was always the plan. Play it in match day 6 when you already know which teams have gone through and you know which teams need to win that game to go through. So for example, Barcelona on the final day, if I was to play my Limitless on the final day, I would go for someone like a Lewandowski because Barcelona will probably be fighting for second against Inter Milan. For example, that team. PSG, they're still fighting for first. You can go for Neymar. So I've played it right now because there's so many injuries in the team. I had like 7 injuries. Musiala got injured, Diaz got injured, Alfonso Davies got injured, Kostic didn't start, so you had to do it. There's so many players who are out. Haaland didn't start, so there are way too many players who are missing out. So Copenhagen is playing. I'm impressed, says Ezin. Do you know if Meyer will start? I really doubt Zap. The way this week has been going, I think it's not going to start. It's just going to get worse because if Sai may still be able to get a full 11 out, says Zap. Zap, the way this week has been going, it's going to drive you crazy even more. The City game is still going on because there was a couple of players injured. I think we have like maybe another 30 seconds or something. Why is he blowing the whistle? There's still another 2 minutes to play. I got Diaz, Cancelo, and Alvarez, so if I'm still doing it, you're still doing well. You're lucky Diaz came on early. I think he can still get you a clean sheet. So if they keep a clean sheet, Diaz will still keep you a clean sheet. So you're very lucky there, Chan. Alvarez scoring a goal is looking very unlikely. And if Haaland comes on, it's going to be Alvarez going off. I think Cancelo now has a good chance of playing the whole 90 minutes or 70, 80. Nesh says of De Bruyne, Cancelo, Haaland, not game over yet. Fingers crossed. Oh, it's definitely not game over. I mean, yes, there's definitely the negatives. It means someone like Haaland comes on for you, it's a positive, but someone like me, it's a negative because they don't have Haaland. But there's still a positive of if Haaland comes on, De Bruyne, Cancelo can all get assists. And maybe now, since it's 0-0, these players won't get subbed off early. Diaz will get a clean sheet. How he should start from 0 minutes. Nope, as long as he plays 60 minutes. So if he came on before the 30-minute mark, he can still get the clean sheet. So he just needs to play 60 minutes, even if it's between 30 to 90. Adeline says Haaland in the first minute of the second half. No, Adeline. Absolutely no to that. I also thought about bringing Di Maria for today, but I decided to go with keeping my midfielders and get a new defender, says Chan. It has definitely worked out for you. To 60 minutes, yes, to 60 minutes. All the top leaders have -3, -2, -1. Let me just check it, I can just check it right now. Let me do this. Let's go to the leagues. Let's see. Let's check this everything football league. Chicken Tikka Musiala. De Bruyne, Cancelo, Haaland. Wow. They had Davis, Adan. Did they already make transfers? Wow, this is interesting. The number 1 person on everything football still has Adan and Davis. I'm guessing he took out someone like a Diaz or something, but he captained De Bruyne. So Haaland didn't start. He might get the Haaland points when he comes on. Super Sad says, not says anything. 1 point. Oh, so he had Sergio Gomez, disaster, and he captained Alvarez, disaster. Yeah, that is a disaster there. Let's go to number 3. Number 3 also has Akanji. That's not bad. They have Akanji, Cancelo, and De Bruyne. That's not bad at all. It could have been worse. They could have had Mahrez and Gomez. That could have been worse. That team is not bad at all. They captained Mbappe as well. They have Vlahovic though. Max team says De Bruyne, Cancelo, Haaland. That's not bad at all as well. Let's see, Shaka Zulu and Martin here. Cancelo. So not many people on top there have Mahrez and Gomez, so they are very lucky. This one has Kostic, who didn't start though. Okay. Let me see. Maybe I can check some of you guys' teams. Summit says, check my team, 235th. Okay. In your league. Okay. Or do you think, is Pep going to bring Haaland in the 45th minute already? I don't think it's immediately, but I think he'll definitely come on, especially if they're struggling. This is basically one of their easiest games. They have to win it to go through. I'm pretty sure they wanted to get the job done early before they face Dortmund. Overall top leaders is Summit. Oh, top leaders in overall. Yeah, I'll check it. So you said 230 something. Let's see. I definitely need De Bruyne and Cancelo to do something in the second half, 100%. Because on a limitless chip, on a free hit, you need your Man City, Madrid, PSG players to definitely do well. C230. Summit. Let's see how your team is looking. Remind me if you played a chip again. It's going to be very interesting to see how City do in the second half. Team Fearless, that's the one, right? 235th, that's the one. Team Fearless, let's see, Summit. Limitless is active. Oh, Mahrez is your captain. I think you can change from Mahrez, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm really hoping for your sake you can change him from captain, because that is, if you can't change Mahrez from captain right now, that is basically what it means when we say disaster. When you play a limitless and then your captain gets subbed off on a -2. I think you can sub him out though, because that is not a red card, hopefully. Cancelo, De Bruyne, they can still do something. Vlahovic can still do something in the other game for sure. So not bad. Kvaratskhelia, Di Lorenzo, Perisic to come from the bench to save you later on. Neymar, Lewandowski, no problem. You went for Salah. Guerrero, Mazraoui. You really trust your Liverpool boys, huh? Salah's not been playing well though. Like I don't even know if he's going to be started or going to be rested for this match day, because you guys have Man City over the weekend. But Liverpool are happy with this. Liverpool are happy to see Man City working harder in this game, because I thought it was going to be 3-0 at halftime, game over. Sane, he only went for 1 or 2 Bayern Munich players. That's not bad because it's an away game. I also think I would not be surprised if Victoria Pilsen scored a goal against Bayern, because they're missing so many players. That will just affect them a bit. So you've already played your Limitless and you've already played your wildcard. So you'll get your wildcard team back in match day 5. And your wildcard team has Hadan, Meyer, Gonçalves, Musiala. Musiala will be back. Tsimikas, by then, Robertson could be back, but Tsimikas might not be playing. Upamecano will play. Gomez will now not be there. Thankfully, you removed him. You could have had Gomez, You're lucky you played your Limitless, because you'd have had Gomez. Cancelo, Diaz, Valverde, Kvaratskhelia. Diaz is now out injured. So you have oh my goodness, you have 4 players you need to take out next game as well. Diaz, Gomez, Adan. So those are the 3 transfers I'd be making. But as always, I usually do the reactions on the game week reaction. So tomorrow after the last game, I'll be there doing the reactions to figure out what the hell we are going to do for the next match day. Nesh says Valverde starts. Yeah, but that is what I said in the deadline stream. I said there's no one who said, because people are saying Valverde will not start, take him out. I said Valverde, there's no one who said Valverde won't start. I said Valverde won't start. They won't play the 90 minutes. That's what I said. So I'd not be surprised if he plays 60 minutes and gets subbed off. So there's that. Haaland is not going to score, hopefully. 96th in the league. We'll check it, Chesa. Samuel says Kendrick Lamar or J. Cole. Always going to be J. Cole, man. Who there? J. Cole's verse. You're taking me way too far. J. Cole's verse on that who that the mind state of a winner when talking about someone thinking about the winner. That verse. Oh my goodness. There's also this song that YG has with J. Cole. Absolutely amazing. I'm 96 in the league. Time to check your team, Teza. J. Cole anytime, Samuel. J. Cole anytime. But Kendrick Lamar is an OG, man. OG. Let's see, 97. Forest Hills Drive. One of the best albums ever. 97. Teza. There's no 97 here, you know. Let me know your team name as well. It makes it easier to find it. There's no 97 because I think they change it as goals go in. I refuse to believe that Haaland will put the ball in the goal. That is a spirit, Jevo. That is what we want. Yes, you can join the league, Nesh. The code, the direct link is in the description. I think I put it. It's always there. I think it's the first link in the description. I want to change Gomez possible. Nope, Yusuf. You're going to have to watch Gomez in your team. No way Guerrero isn't starting. Are you serious? There's no way. Don't tell me that. Let me check the team news. You're not serious. Guerrero is benched. Dortmund is letting a youngster play. I thought it wouldn't get worse. It's getting worse, you know. I'm running out of subs to bring on. Now, I don't have a Dortmund player against Sevilla. That is a disaster. I'm going to manifest that Haaland will be goalless. Like, you guys are just here giving me bad news after bad news. Like, I've not even processed Mahrez going off. Someone just told me, boom, Di Maria also went off. Before I finish processing that, boom, Haaland will come on. Before that, boom, Guerrero is not starting. The hell? Let's check this team news. Should I even check it? Because this is just going to stress me more. BVB. All lineups are out except for PSG and Benfica. After the points they get calculated, you can swap. Tez, I've not forgotten. I'm going to come to your team. Guerrero is not in the first 11. That is very surprising. Chan says Modric is also benched and I got him in my team. Now, Real Madrid have Barcelona over the weekend, so 255th FC Barcelona says power. We'll check it. Guerrero is benched. I am done with this game, says Summit. You cannot sub out a player with a red card. Yusuf is just laughing, you know. Yusuf is laughing at himself, you know. I can't blame you. The greatest 0-3 attack got you. I'm number 404. Say some dude. And the rest is Spanish. Vamos. I'm the greatest. Okay, let's see. Haaland. He's a blue like his dad. I'm so happy I forgot to transfer him out. Power. I might not check your team now that you're celebrating Haaland coming on. Teza's team is called the Greatest Attack. I'm trying to do a lot of things together. This is your team. It's 96. So Dortmund have Kobe. I told you, May is not starting. At least I was right on something. The goalkeeper does not start. Kobe is back. Hamels, Brandt, Modeste, Marlon, Bellingham, Munier, Soler, Adeyemi, and Roth. Who are these guys now, man? Now I'm supporting Sevilla to defend well in this game so that they don't get too many goals. That's my team in French. Oh, bonjour. Comment ça va? Ça va bien? Messi. Let's see. Je m'appelle Glenn. What's your name, some dude? Haaland, just like his father. You know, his father's not that great of a player. Teza, I'm making you wait. Let me check your team. You have Haaland, Rabiot. I know why you went for Rabiot. So you've played. This is a limitless team? Is it? You can't tell here because I usually don't write if it's active at the moment. I mean, that's not bad. Haaland could come on and it could be great for you because you've not suffered. De Bruyne hasn't done anything. Mahrez didn't do anything. So your team is looking good. This is not bad at all. Kudus, Lewandowski, Ronaldo. So this is definitely not a limitless team. So yeah, it could have been bad for you, but I don't think it's bad at all. This is actually good for you. Teza, your team is looking good. Totally looking good. Because you don't have those Man City midfields unless they come back in the second half and have a crazy half. Someone else is going to come with bad news. Someone come and tell me Mbappe doesn't start. I'll end this stream immediately. If Mbappe also doesn't start, I'm ending this stream immediately. Las Marias 261 says Furino. I can only check like 4 more teams. Now Guerrero and Maya as well. Don't mind me. I'm off to cry in the corners up. Let me know if you need some tissues. Messi, thank you. Let's check a couple of teams because the second half is about to return. So I can only check the ones that I've sent now just quickly. Who was next? We always check the teams tomorrow afterwards. I just want to check right now to see how many people are suffering. Power says 255th, 255. See. The players are coming back for the second half. Tell me Cancelo has been subbed off as well. You know, I'm used to bad news these days. These days is just full of bad news. And it's not just UCL fantasy. FPL has not been great. I didn't captain Haaland for his hat-trick against Man United. That was also a disaster. This week, I took out Saka. Saka scored 2 goals against Liverpool. I took him out thinking Liverpool were a tough team. Summit, you should have told me Liverpool are not great anymore. 255. The players are back for the second half. What is going to happen this second half? FC Barcelona. FC Barcelona. There's no FC Barcelona here. I think if you've either risen in rank or gone down. There's definitely no FC Barcelona here. So that's the problem with right now. Things are getting updated very quickly, so it's really hard to find the teams. I think it's this. Is it this? FC Barcelona here, but is it that? Hopefully. Is it that power? Hopefully that is your team. Grealish, Cancelo. If you only have Grealish and Cancelo, that is definitely good. I cannot complain about that. But Valverde starts, you're lucky. Bellingham, the second half is on. No, I'll definitely check a team some dude, but the game is back. Definitely cannot check any more teams today because it's too much to do, too much stress, but I'll try and check before I end the stream. Mbappe owns the club. He is going to start, says Javob. He's going to ask for Neymar to be benched and for him to start. Mayer doesn't start. No, man, I knew he was not going to start because he's made a couple of mistakes. Yep, Boris Guerrero is actually benched. The first pick on my limitless team, benched. 21st, I will check. I'll check, Chan. Don't worry, I'll put them in my mind and I'll check them. Mbappe is starting. That is the first piece of good news. How long was it that the Gunners won something? 2 years ago, not a long time ago. I mean, if you want to talk about winning something, that is Man United and Tottenham. Those are the ones who don't win anything. Shama says I'm 17th. You're quite... I will check. Don't worry, guys. I will check. Otamendi sending to heaven. Mbappe will end the game without a leg, says Ripadu. Ripadu really wants PSG and Juventus to fail. So let me put this on screen. Let's see. Second half is on, by the way. City, nil. Copenhagen, nil. They've not made any transfers. Haaland is still not yet on. That is good news so far. But I just know this Haaland is... I just know him. If he comes on for even just 10 minutes, he'll score. I know this guy. Just 10 minutes is all he needs. He'll probably score with only 10 minutes. He's Haaland, Erling Haaland. I think his middle name is Erling Brot Haaland. That is obviously going to score. This guy has scored 3 hat-tricks already. 3 hat-tricks. We're in October. 3 hat-tricks already. Some people scored 3 hat-tricks in their entire careers. This guy has got 3 hat-tricks in like 6 games. He'll probably just score when he comes on. I need to check the team news. Let's go to UCL Fantasy. And Copenhagen now want to score. Does anyone know, let me check, does anyone know any Twitter account that posts the Champions League fantasy lineups? Let me check. FPL. Corner for Copenhagen. Oh yeah, I've got it. Yep, I've got it. FPL reaction. So they even post it anyway on the website here. Can we get that? Can we, let's see. No, it's going to be hard. Let me just check through this. So Dinamo Zagreb is there. Petkovic stats, Orsic stats. I think those are the two players people have. Okafor starts with Sesko. I think those are the two people from Salzburg that people have. Celtic versus Leipzig. Celtic, Furuhashi starts. Even Jota doesn't start for them. If I was going for a Celtic player, I would have gone for Jota, and he doesn't even start himself. Andre Silva starts. Copenhagen are attacking here. Werner starts and Nkunku starts as well. Those are the players that people have from that game. This is a different goalkeeper. This is not the goalkeeper who starts for Leipzig. This goalkeeper is called Vlasic. This is not the goalkeeper who starts. They've changed the goalkeeper as well. Luckily, they don't have their goalkeeper, but still. Chelsea, Arrizabalaga, Jorginho, Thiago Silva, Kovacic, Aubameyang, Sterling, Chalobah, Mount, Chilwell, James, Koulibaly. Thankfully, James starts. That is a positive, but are they playing a back five? Thiago Silva, Chalobah, Koulibaly. Yes, they are playing a back five, so that is good for anyone who has Chelsea defenders like Chilwell and James. These players will be attacking wing backs. For AC Milan have Gabia, Kronic, Tomori, Kalulu, Theo Hernandez is back, Rafael Leao, Diaz, Giroud. I think Giroud will have a good day. Tonali, Banacer, and Tatarusan was their goalkeeper. This is not the same goalkeeper who's been playing for AC Milan, right? There's another goalkeeper who plays for AC Milan. Have they also changed their goalkeeper today? That would be crazy. Guerrero has been benched. That's a disaster, honestly. So those are the lineups we have. I'm still waiting to see PSG. Let me see what you guys are saying. Yeah, Fofana is injured. He won't be out. Every lineup is out. Where are you seeing the starters, says Yare, just on Twitter? I'm thinking about creating a Twitter account for everything football, so that some of you who have Twitter can just talk to me there directly. I have a Twitter account, but I don't only tweet about Champions League. Valverde starting Twitter disaster of a match day. If Haaland scores tonight, I will type the Haaland song in comments for sure, says Power. Gulashi is injured. Thank you for that chance. So yeah, Leipzig have changed their goalkeeper as well. That is just crazy. Everyone is injured. What the hell? Like those are like 20, 30 players who have been injured now this match day. No, Fofana. Fofana is out injured. Fofana is out injured for a couple of months. He won't be back anytime soon. He might even miss the World Cup. Drinking straight whiskey, mad frustrated right now, says Sharma. Will Man City score a goal, or will they need Haaland to score? I'm not even bothered about the Juventus game anymore because Di Maria is out. Kostic is not playing. Vlahovic, I'm keeping an eye on Vlahovic. And Juventus are really attacking. They're piling up the corners, 13 corners so far. Back to back right now, like 4 corners in a row. Still 0-0, Man City. We are still on Haaland watch. We are still on Haaland watch, and Haaland is not even playing. I captained Mahrez of Mbappe, says John. I mean, it's not the end of the world. You still have tomorrow to, recover. Haaland in, I beg, says Ripadu. No, if Haaland comes in, Ripadu, Mbappe is scoring 4 goals against you guys tonight. Ripadu, which Benfica fan channels do you watch? Because I know Rabona TV is a Benfica fan. Unpopular opinion, not if the game ends 0-0. This Man City game. I mean, I'll take the clean sheet if Cancelo doesn't also get subbed off. You never know. Cancelo could get subbed off right now. If the game ends 0-0, it's still a disaster because I went for De Bruyne and Mahrez. Some of you have Haaland, some of you have Mahrez, Grealish, Gundogan. It would be a disaster anyway. Please let Haaland rest, right, Jacob? Haaland has been playing a lot of games. Let Haaland rest. This game is too small for him. Let him rest. 52 minutes gone. City are not really attacking that much. But they only need one goal, really. I think they have to go for the win because next up is Dortmund. Still 0-0. Let's see what happens. Let's see. I'm still watching Juventus as well. Juventus. I did not think this game would be 0-0. That red card has just killed a lot of things. Cancelo's on 2 points. Wow, someone has gotten an extra point in my team. 4 balls recovered. Poor shot from Copenhagen. So you're telling me I'd rather have gone for Maccabi Haifa players than Man City players? Champions League fantasy is just crazy. I would have gotten more points if I went for Maccabi Haifa players instead of Man City players. Life is so unfair, Kostic in for Juventus, hoping for attacking return, says Nesh. Nesh is keeping an eye on Juventus, and he says Kostic has come on. With the way Haaland has been playing, his fitness and everything, he should play every game. I feel major records are on the line, says Sharma. Yeah, but I guess the manager doesn't really care about the records, unfortunately. I guess it's just going to... They won't risk injury. Remember, Haaland has been getting injured a lot in his Dortmund and Salzburg days, so they want him fit. And they have Liverpool over the weekend, so I think that is more bigger than them. More bigger for them, sorry. 55 minutes gone. Grealish has been fouled. Now, for the guys who had like Cancelo and Ederson or Cancelo and Laporte, this is perfect for you. At least you're going to get 2 clean sheets and only 1 blank up front, maybe in De Bruyne or Mahrez or someone. This is perfect for you if you had 2 Man City defenders, but not if you had Sergio Gomez. If you had Sergio Gomez, we are praying for you. Now Copenhagen want a penalty. If Haaland doesn't get injured, he will probably win Ballon d'Or 2023. I mean, Benzema did have a good year, so he started the season slowly, though. Let me check the rest of the team. Let me find out who else is not starting. These days, we're not talking about players who are starting. We're talking about players who are not starting. They are more than the ones who are starting. PSG. Now, things get hard. I don't think it gets easier, by the way. Match day 5, match day 6, people have now used all their chips and all. PSG, Mbappe, Neymar up front with Sarabia, Verratti, Vitinha, Bernat, Danilo, Marquinhos. Ramos is back. Ramos got a red card over the weekend. Hakimi and Donnarumma. That's not bad. Mbappe could still score. Vlahovic is trending on Twitter. Why is Vlahovic trending? Vlahovic. Maccabi Haifa are trolling. Oh, is that a goal? Oh, just off target. De Bruyne almost scored. Yari says, thank you, man. For what, Yari? For the PSG team, I appreciate it. How are you, Nippon? How are you? Are you confident for the AC Milan game? Do you think you can beat AC Milan 3-0 again? Or are you going to be happy with the draw? Only Neymar can save my day, says Sharma. Again, the way things have been going, Sharma, Neymar will probably get a penalty and miss it as well. Insane. The things are just going wrong. 2-0 for Man City, 1 goal. Gundogan, 1 for Haaland. Haaland does not come on yet. I think he's about to come on, though. Teza says after the City game, I'll be sleeping. No problem. You will miss some bangers of some games later on, some really good games. But yeah, I think it's late there. Not confident at all. I think we'll draw. You guys rested everyone. Aubameyang is fresh. Sterling is fresh. Reece James is fresh. All of them didn't play. I have a bad feeling in terms of Giroud scoring against you, though. I think Giroud will score. Copenhagen nil, Man City nil. Let's see. Is there any other team that you haven't checked? That team news. Let me see. PSG Benfica. Benfica. Let's check Benfica's team. You've already checked Dinamo Salzburg, Milan, Chelsea, Real Madrid. I've not even come across the Real Madrid team. Benfica, I guess many people will have Florentino. Grimaldo, does anyone still have Grimaldo? Otamendi, Rafa, Mario? I guess those are the people many people will have. Enzo, Ramos. I do have their goalkeeper, though. I do have the Benfica goalkeeper. I almost forgot. It's looking like Cancelo is going to play 60 minutes today. 59 minutes gone. Let's check Real Madrid. No one could have predicted that. No one could have predicted anything this side these days, though, as in things are just crazy. Neres is injured, says Ripadu. Nipun says, all banter aside, do you think Arsenal will win the league? Nah, Man City are too strong. If you want to win the Premier League, you have to get to 100 points, basically, to beat them. Unless Haaland and De Bruyne both get injured and they start losing games, I don't really think so. I actually do think even if Haaland is not there, they'll just keep on winning. I don't think Haaland is everything in that team. He scores a lot of goals. But I'm telling you, take out Haaland and you start Foden up front, they'll still do the same thing. So no, Man City will probably just win it easily. So you're kind of hoping the likes of Tottenham and Arsenal, the teams that you don't like, give Man City a run, because if Liverpool keep losing, Man City will win the league by March, and the Premier League will be the new Farmers League. 60 minutes gone in the Man City game. At least we are guaranteed a Cancelo clean sheet so far. The first light that we've seen today. This is light at the end of the tunnel. Cancelo has gone to 7 points. I wanted to check Real Madrid's team. Man City will walk the Premier League. Where is the Real Madrid? Real Madrid released their team 1 hour ago. What the hell? Lonin, Nacho, Rodrigo, Mendy, even Alaba is on the bench. I'm pretty sure some people had Alaba in their team. Rodrigo, Lucas Vasquez, Valverde, Benzema, Cruz, Hazard. Hazard starts. So, yeah, there I'm just looking at Benzema. I'm just hoping Benzema can do something for my team there. So Vinicius is not starting. Oh. How many of you had Vinicius in the team? I know, Nippon. I know, man. Still probably win it. Now Cancelo can be served also that he doesn't give Haaland assists. Haaland has not come on yet. I mean, I don't know if they're happy with the draw. He's waiting for the last 10 minutes to go for it. Arsenal Man United Europa League final. I mean, Europa League is going to be tough. Remember, I think Barcelona or Inter Milan could end up in the Europa League. Juventus could end up in the Europa League. Napoli, Ajax, Liverpool. One of those teams will end up in the Europa League as well. I don't think it's going to be Napoli. It's going to be a disaster if it's Liverpool. Ajax could be there. So it's going to be tough, those teams that are coming from the Champions League. Right now, Nippon, I'd actually focus on the league. Is the bet for Vlahovic and Raspadori Summit not changing? We have to get to 2-2. Don't think I forgot. No, you took a 2-0 lead. I'm back. 2-2. Maccabi Haifa team value of 80 million is winning again 2-0 against Juventus team value of 520 million. Juventus, I don't know about Juventus, man. I think they are lucky with Pogba getting injured the whole season now. Di Maria, problem is Di Maria is so injury prone as well. Like he'll play 2 games and miss out. Milik injured as well. Cuadrado, Kostic is good. Since they let go of Chiellini as well, like Juventus never used to be a team of conceding a lot of goals, but these days they concede 2-3 goals every game. Atletico Madrid the same. They never keep clean sheets these days. So I didn't expect Juventus to win that game by 3 or 4-0. I predicted 2-1. But yeah, Juventus have not looked good. They allowed Maccabi Haifa 20 shots last game at Juventus. So I'm not surprised. I have Vinicius Jr. says, yeah, there was always a chance he'd get rested. That's why I didn't pick him in my team. I went for Benzema, who we were sure he was going to start. I'm happy so far Vlahovic isn't doing anything. And so far as well, we have Alvarez not scoring and Haaland not yet coming on. That is good. De Bruyne has picked up another recovery point. That is not bad. 3 balls recovered for De Bruyne. Right now, we are taking anything we are getting. Anything we can get, we are going to take. Another extra point for De Bruyne. Kostic is good, but they subbed out Di Maria and put Milik in, not Kostic. I don't know what they are thinking. So they went for a front. They went for a front two, I guess, Vlahovic and Milik. Yes, Amit, that is what it's supposed to be. Limitless is supposed to be a highest scoring week. So at least 80 points minimum is what you're supposed to get on a Limitless, because some people played the Limitless in match day 2 and they got 120. Corner for Man City, Cancelo takes it, another corner. Oh, headed out. So at least 80 penalty for Juventus. Thank you very much. Ripadu. Are they checking? There's no penalty. VAR check. There's no giving it. Or are they checking it? Danilo is out. That is good. Are they checking it? They're checking it, right? Keane is coming on. Keane has come on for, who is that? Check over. Yeah, check over. Who would take their penalty, though? I don't know who takes penalties for Juventus. Would it be Vlahovic or Milik? I wouldn't want that to happen, though. I don't want Vlahovic to score. I don't have him. This is nuts, says Yari. Things are crazy. Things are just going wrong. Now, this week, if you have a good week and you pick up 90 or 100 points, you're going to have a very, very huge rise in terms of rank. Because so many people, there's no way. It's very hard to find someone who didn't have Haaland and also didn't have Vinicius and also didn't have Gomez and also didn't have Musiala and also didn't have this one. It's very hard. And even like for me, I've played my Limitless and I'm still a bit in pain because a couple of my players have been subbed off, like Mahrez and Di Maria. So if you get, it's a corner for Man City. If you're perfect this week and you have Mbappe and Neymar and both of them score, and you had Zielinski and Raspadori and you had Benzema and Valverde and all of them return, you're going to have a huge rise in rank. So since the Man City players have let us down, apart from the defenders, then definitely tomorrow, especially with Sane and Mane in my team, I need them to smack Victoria Pilsen by 6 goals and Mane and Sane to both get a hat-trick. That is the only thing that can help this Limitless chip. The Limitless chip this time was not played because I planned to play it in match day 4. It was just played because I had like 8 injuries in my team and there's nothing else we could have done. If Sane doesn't start tomorrow, it's game over for Sharma. I think he will, but I think he'll come off early. I think it's going to be Mane, Sane, Muller. And then probably Goretzka, Kimmich, and anyone else in midfield. Very, very tough. I don't know who else would start in midfield. They could go for anyone. Defensively, probably Mazraoui, Upamecano, Delete, and Pavard. That is what I'm thinking. Hopefully, too, Javob, Mane and Sane to be the saviors. 67 minutes gone. Man City have not scored yet. Wow. And Haaland has not even come on. So happy with that. The likes of Ripadu are waiting for Haaland to come on and score 2 goals. But it's looking very unlikely. De Bruyne is attacking. Have a shot. You're my captain. Score a goal, please. So how many players do I have playing right now? Benzema, Mbappe, James, and Vlachodimos. So 4 players. Guerrero has been left on the bench. So I have Perisic who can come on for Di Maria. Mane for Mahrez. If we can sub out Mahrez, I think we can. I'm still not 100% sure. I think so far it's okay, but I still need De Bruyne to do something. Ripadu says, why is Haaland not on? I think it's simple, really, because they have Liverpool this weekend, and I think he still feels they can win with these players on the pitch. Sharma says, I want to take a moment and thank you for this channel. Glenn, you're the man. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. We were close to 1,400 subscribers. I don't know if you've got there. I've not checked. I've just been stressed. Oh, yeah, we are on 1,400. Thank you very much. Champions League fantasy is great. But if things keep on going this way, Sharma, I might have to delete this channel. If Mbappe doesn't score today, we might have to delete this channel as well. "20 minutes to go. Juventus are losing, Man City are drawing. Who would have predicted that? And Copenhagen, it could be worse, you know? If Copenhagen can pull off a goal here, it's going to be a disaster. So that will mean no points for Cancelo. I mean, Di Maria and Mahrez are disappointed, but they'll directly go out of my team. Anyway. But Guerrero not starting has definitely hurt me a lot. Guerrero not starting is not great at all. Sharma says, hope you remember the OGs once this blows up. Yeah, I never forget that. I never forget that. I mean, I know you're always here. Ripadu is always here. Javob is always here. Tez is always here. Summit is always here. And I know all of you guys always here. Yazin, even in the comments. So, yeah, Power as well. Everyone is always here, especially you guys. Ray as well. 20 minutes to go. I have a feeling, though, FPL and also Champions League fantasy, in the next like 3 to 4 years, how many people are playing Champions League fantasy right now? Is it like 3-4 million? I think in the next 5 years, it's going to get to 10. And I think for FPL, I think FPL is going to get to like 30 million players. So I think it's just going to grow even more like fantasy football. And the World Cup is around the corner, so we'll definitely have more stress for that one. World Cup fantasy football. Cancelo's gone up to 8 points. I love this boy. I love this guy so much. He's gone to 6 balls recovered. This is what I'm talking about. Cancelo is trying to save the day by himself. Cancelo's gone to 8 points. Still no subs from Guardiola. I've seen Guardiola doing this thing before. Like he just doesn't make subs. He just lets the players play. By the way, who's playing right back? Akanji. So because he brought in Ruben Diaz for Mahrez to play Ruben Diaz and Laporte at center back. So he took out. He didn't have. He puts Cancelo on the left side and Akanji on the right side. Hopefully today, not Haaland. Cancelo is just too good, man. He'll always get you he can actually concede a goal and still get you bonus points or player of the match. Now, the other thing to predict here is player of the match. Who is going to get player of the match so far in this game? I would be very hard to know. I'd be very happy if, they usually give even someone like a De Bruyne without realizing it. Just 18 minutes to go. Javob, yes. World Cup fantasy definitely exists. I've played it. I played it in 2018. There's usually like 5 fantasy games to play during the World Cup, but the main one is the one that is for FIFA. So, and it's the same as this one. You can change your captain. You can change player. Oh my goodness! Copenhagen almost scored. That would have been a disaster. Probably. If the game ends like this, Copenhagen player will be man of the match. Copenhagen goalkeeper. Has he made too many subs though? Too many saves? Man City. Let's see. You mean Juventus cannot score even one goal against Maccabi Haifa? That is crazy. They can't even score a goal. For the people who have Vlahovic and all those guys, really sorry. Oh yeah, it's going to be him. He saved a penalty. I forgot about that. Yeah, you're right. Sham, it's definitely going to be the Copenhagen goalkeeper. He saved the penalty. Cancelo is my captain. Cancelo scoring assist goal will make my life easy in leaving the captaincy. Pick on Cancelo. Marcus says, if your Man City players blank, will today be the day we finally see you rage? I don't think so. I don't think so. It's not a disaster yet. Cancelo has picked up a clean sheet so far. Maybe if Copenhagen score right now and De Bruyne gets subbed off with a yellow card, then that would be terrible. I was furious though when I did the Ajax against Rangers watch along in match day 1. Yes, match day 1. I was furious because Badgevine was my captain and he wasn't scoring. Sharma says Juventus is a mid team, but I saw someone saying they've tripled up on Juventus, and I was like, tripled up on Juventus? You know, Juventus, the only teams that can triple up on are Bayern Munich, Man City, and PSG. And even PSG, not so much, maybe 2 players at most. 3 players is too much from Juventus. Even Atletico Madrid, nah. Those guys can never score even more than 2 goals in a game. Come on, Vlahovic, I believe in you. Is he not about to get subbed off as well? I'll not be surprised if he gets subbed off. Because that game looks like it's over. It's 2-0. Hopefully, Vlahovic will score. I've captained him today, says Rajan. How many subs have they made? Let me just check again. Well, let me just change the channel because I might come back to the Man City game and find they've already scored. The way it's looking, Maccabi, the goalkeeper is wasting time. They're really slowing down the game. The ball is not even moving here. As in, Haaland will not come on. I'd be very happy with that, bro. I'd be very, very happy because it would have been a nightmare to see Haaland coming on and scoring. I had my money in Juventus because Rabiot scored twice last time. One of them was a set piece, right? The problem with that is that sometimes you get set pieces and they're at home. Juventus away. Juventus have not won a single game away from home this season. They lost to Monza. At that time, they lost to Monza. Monza was bottom of the table with 0 points and zero goals scored or something. And they lost to Monza. Let's see how Juventus is looking. Foden is coming on with Bernardo Silva. So does this mean De Bruyne is going off or Alvarez? So Haaland is not coming on. That is interesting. That is where someone like Mari scoring that penalty would have been so beneficial because people have Haaland. So since you're playing a limitless, you don't have Haaland. You have the advantage of playing someone who starts. Juventus have already made all 5 subs. So Danilo has gone off. Keane has come on. Alexandra's gone off. Sula's come on. Paredes has gone off. Kostic has come on. McKennie has gone off. Locatelli has come on. And Di Maria went off. Milik came on. Foden is coming on. Bernardo Silva as well. De Bruyne is off. Is he off? My captain has been subbed off officially. Foden is on for Grealish. And Bernardo Silva is on for De Bruyne, right? How many? Let's see how many points De Bruyne got. At least he got a clean sheet point. I mean, we can't choose right now, guys. We are suffering. Even that clean sheet point is very, very good for us right now. So yeah, 4 points. He might as well take off Cancelo as well. He's waiting for these guys to score so that he takes off Cancelo. I mean, I don't mind De Bruyne getting 4. I definitely mind because I would have expected De Bruyne to get a goal. But everything has just been messed up with that red card and that penalty miss. Mahrez is the guy who's messed up everything with Sergio Gomez. So basically, on a limitless, I'm only going to end up with one Man City player. That is very crazy. So right away, Mane is coming on for Di Maria. Son is coming on for Mahrez if we can sub him off, hopefully. Watching from USA says RK. Thank you so much. Haaland is already back in the hotel room, I guess, says Sharma. Waiting for Liverpool. Now, he will be fresh for Liverpool. Di Maria is in for a long... not Di Maria. Di Maria is stuck in my head. He's corrupted my head. He's given me that 1 point and now it's stuck in my head. This is what I wanted to say. Haaland is going to absolutely torture Van Dijk over the weekend. Haaland is preparing to demolish Liverpool. So, are City happy with 0-0? They've taken off De Bruyne and Grealish. It's looking like they're happy with 0-0. I mean, they will be on 10 points, right? So they are kind of depending on going to Dortmund and win, or not losing, at least drawing. I can see why, because I expect them to beat Sevilla at home. But if they go to Dortmund and Dortmund win, then Man City could finish second in their group. That would be crazy. Another player has picked up a yellow card in this game. Maccabi Haifa Juventus. Who is that? Allegri. Allegri will be sacked very soon if he's not careful. Nesh, I think that clean sheet is okay for you with Cancelo. So basically, the only way that would have worked for you today is if you had 2 Man City defenders and 1 attacker. That is not bad, because you're going to get 2 clean sheets, hopefully. Marcus says, what are your thoughts on Kepa in general? Panicked last minute and went with him as second choice. My concern is that I don't know when Mendy is going to come back. That is the problem with goalkeepers like that. Mendy could come on any time. But for this match day is not bad. He could make a lot of saves. I think AC Milan will be attacking. So there's but for match day 5 and 6, I don't think so. If it's on a wild card, I wouldn't really have gone for Kepa. But on a limitless one match day, no problem really. Sharma says Vlahovic was the only selectable player from Juventus, according to me. Any midfielder would have been a gamba, but it's all right. The fixture was such. Yeah, I got tempted by Di Maria. I got very tempted. I looked at that. I looked at the position he was playing right in behind the striker. That fixture is on set pieces, corners, free kicks. I was like, Di Maria is the guy. And his name as well. He's an angel. Angel Di Maria. I was like, this is the place to go. It could have been worse. I could have captained him, Sharma. It could have been worse. 0-0, Man City, maybe. Something is telling me there's going to be a goal. And I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure it's definitely going to be a Man City goal. Copenhagen can just pull something out the bag. Rafael Leao is dangerous. Kepa will be sweating the whole evening. This is amazing, man. I think, could he start at the World Cup instead of the likes of Jota for Portugal? I mean, Portugal have such a good squad. Ronaldo, Jota, Fernandes, Leao, Neves, Bernardo Silva, all these guys, Cancelo. But winning the World Cup is so hard, man. That Brazil team is... Which team do you guys think will win the World Cup? That is the question for you. Which team do you think will win the World Cup this time round? That will be a yellow card for the Maccabi Haifa play. Just hit the ball on the ground. Yeah, that's a definite yellow. Still around 10 minutes to go. I have not had to change the scoreline for the Man City game. Brazil, says Ripadu. You know, I'm very tempted to go for the same. They would be in my top 3 for winning this World Cup. Those guys are spoiled for choice. They could go for Vinicius, they could go for Rafinha, they could decide to go for Anthony from Man United, they could go for Jesus, they could go for Firmino, Richarlison. They could go for Casemiro, Fred, Militao, Thiago Silva. There's so many good players there. They could even bring back players like Coutinho if they want. I'm believing in Germany, but they have no real striker. Don't disrespect Timo Werner, Javo. Don't disrespect Timo Werner. Yeah, but if Germany won the World Cup with Timo Werner, that would be the shock of the century. I was pretty close to getting Di Maria myself. The prize position in the last game's performance was great. It's Juventus. I should have known as well. I never trust Juventus, but I was so tempted. Nesh says, Viva England, it's coming home. It's coming home. It's coming home. Football's coming home. I mean, did you see the Nations League campaign from England? I mean, that was bad. Like, if, for example, if Brazil come up against England, I would expect Brazil to thump them or thump you guys by like 4-1, you know? Short. That's Cancelo. Cancelo almost scored. Cancelo is trying to save us. Is it him? Yeah, it's him. He almost scored. Argentina easy, says Sharma. So you're believing in Messi. You're sure that Messi will finally be acknowledged as the real GOAT. Cancelo almost, yeah. Cross, header, so close again. Bernardo Silva, that is Alvarez. Imagine Werner scores the winning goal in the final. That would be insane. I mean, someone like that deserves something good happening to him, because every time people have been laughing at him, you miss chances, you're not good enough, all that. So if he does do well for himself, not bad. But for me, I think Brazil, Argentina, those South American teams, very, very dangerous. The third one is very hard, you know, very, very hard. The problem with France is because Kante and Pogba are both injured. If Kante and Pogba were still playing without injuries and such, that midfield would have been great. I wouldn't have minded both of them starting again, because basically they really helped them win the World Cup. But now, since they're injured, these young players, really, I don't really think so. And obviously, there's the curse of the champions. The champions usually get eliminated early. But the World Cup, you can't predict. Netherlands. Maybe this time it's Netherlands' time to win the World Cup. They've never won it. 5 minutes to go. Now, basically, we are just waiting for a Cancelo clean sheet. That is the only thing we are waiting for. Juventus cannot score a goal against Maccabi Haifa. That is crazy. Not even one goal. So I've seen Argentina, England, Brazil, Germany. Farina says, sorry, I didn't see if you checked my team. I didn't yet. I'll try. The game was, there was a lot going on. Team news, the games. I usually check everyone's team on the reaction stream tomorrow. Right after the night's games, I usually check. It was the last one. I will. Sharma says, who could have called this? Copenhagen keeper and Maccabi player attacker looking like player of the match. Football is beautiful. That is crazy. Finley says, how does Werner deserve it? The criticism is very, yeah, that is right, Finley. The criticism is right. He misses a lot of chances. He did poorly at Chelsea, all that. That is true. I'm not saying it's not true, but I'm saying when things go wrong for you so much, if something good happens to you, then I cannot complain after you've gone a lot. Because for him, I usually feel bad for him when it's not good to be a meme, you know? Basically, when someone misses a chance, they're like, oh, Timo Ronaldo or Timo Vlahovic is not good. Like, basically being a meme. So if something good happens to him, like scoring a goal in a World Cup final, I'd be happy for him. Cancelo scoring a goal would be the dream, says Javob. Farina says, no problem. Manchester on the attack here. This is looking like a draw a lot. No problem. Glad I dodged some benched players, says Farina. It was always going to be a tricky match day. In between all these games, Dortmund played Bayern, Barcelona playing Real Madrid, Liverpool playing Man City, injuries. Arsenal have just played Liverpool as well. Sharma says, any Ted Lasso fans in the house. Nathan Ake is coming on for Laporte. So Laporte's clean sheet is guaranteed. I would be so mad if Copenhagen scored a goal right now because I went for Cancelo instead of Laporte. Juventus are terrible. Absolutely terrible. RK says, Glenn, thank you for the watch along. Thank you for the super chat. Very, very much. We should send this $2 to Man City and Juventus to buy themselves snacks, the goalkeepers, because they've not been doing anything the entire game. 0-0. 88 minutes gone. It's looking like a draw unless Man City can win it later on. I completely forgot about Reece James. I have Reece James in my team. We're also hoping he does something. I'm here celebrating Chelsea performances. The FPL and Champions League fantasy is just crazy. You can be there supporting your rivals. Yeah, so tonight I have Reece James in my team. I have Mbappe, I have Benzema, I have Vlachodimos. Tomorrow, I think Di Lorenzo will start. Surely Di Lorenzo doesn't start on the bench. Raspadori, there's always a chance he could be on the bench. There's always a chance if Osimhen is back. He is back. So we are hoping Mane, Sane, these guys tomorrow do deliver. So Juventus are losing, Man City are drawing, and Copenhagen are attacking here. The game is not over yet. It's been a while. Definitely considering keeping the 4 points from Rabiot. That's not bad. I'm also probably going to keep the 4 points from De Bruyne. I'm pretty sure someone else is going to disappoint me tonight. Either it's James or Mbappe or someone. Oh, so close from Copenhagen. They almost scored. What a shot. So, yeah, the red card definitely affects the game because there's no way this game would have ended 0-0 if Man City were on 11 men. I fail to believe that. I refuse to believe that. So Vlahovic has blanked. Di Maria has blanked. Kostic has blanked. Same here, man. I'm even starting to feel cold, Sharma. Like, this has been a disaster. Like, we at least Cancelo has helped us. At least 3 minutes added on. I don't need anyone to score anywhere unless it's Cancelo. But yeah, it's been a disaster, especially if you tripled up on Man City and tripled up on Juventus and you don't have enough players on the bench. Jacob says Mari's performance tonight has made me depressed. Yep, missed penalty. Juventus have lost 2-0 to Maccabi Haifa full time. That is such a good result for the likes of Benfica. Gundogan with a shot saved. That is a big win for Maccabi Haifa. Big. So Juventus are in massive trouble. It's looking like the Europa League for them. Unless they can beat PSG in the last game and try and beat Benfica when they go to Benfica, which is very unlikely. Two left-footed, says Shama. He usually performs for them in the Champions League a lot. He's the one who usually scores the goals. There's a yellow card here. Someone has picked up a yellow card. Don't tell me it's Cancelo. Oh, it's Ruben Diaz. That looked like a dive, though. Ruben Diaz has picked up a yellow card. So if you had Ruben Diaz, -1 point. -1 point. Kenya Marcus. This is 0-0. 20 seconds to go. Game over. That I would never have predicted. Copenhagen 0, Man City 0. That is one of the shocks of the campaign so far. Man City looked happy with the draw. They should have won it though. They had a disallowed goal, a missed penalty. And Haaland didn't come on. Not even for 1 minute as well. I had forgotten about him. Diaz picked up a yellow card. Something positive to take from the game. I agree. Game over. Says it's still playing. Cancelo is attacking here. Could he score? What is the referee waiting for? The game is still going on. Full time. I quit fantasy, says Danish. I might have to follow you. Results: Copenhagen 0, Man City 0. Mahrez missed a penalty. He got subbed off early on -1. Gomez got a red card. Disaster. Only positive is if you had 2 Man City defenders or something like Cancelo, Laporte, that's not bad, or Ederson. They've got new returns. Juventus disaster. If you had Kostic, if you had Di Maria, if you had Vlahovic, Milik, all of them have blanked. So that is pretty much a disaster. So what you're hoping for here is you're hoping for the next games like PSG, if you have Mbappe, Neymar to score heavily. If you have James or Leao or Giroud to score heavily. Real Madrid, Vinicius is on the bench. You're hoping for Valverde and Benzema to score. Dortmund, I took out Bellingham in the last minutes. I took out Bellingham and brought in Mane. That was my transfer. I should have brought him in for Mahrez if I knew. Haaland not getting subbed is the only positive from the City game. Yeah, I'll definitely take that as a positive because he would have scored. Great stuff from Cancelo. Cancelo is a beast. He'll always return. He's a must-own player. He will not disappoint you. So that is the match day for watch along. I'll definitely be back tomorrow. If you have any questions about this match day and transfers, you just comment down on this video after the match day. I'll definitely be back for the reaction tomorrow right after the games. Make sure to join so that you can review this calamity of a game week so far. Bellingham is going to tee off. It's a home game, says Sham. I have a bad feeling about that. Lucy says, I have Vinicius and Guerrero. Disaster. Absolute disaster, Lucy. That's why I didn't tell you to captain Vinicius. I told you Mbappe and those other guys. Guerrero, did not expect him to be benched. That is pretty much terrible. So my predictions for the upcoming games, what do I know? I predicted 4-0 to Man City. Things can change very quickly. I'm still going to go for PSG to beat Benfica 2-1. I'm going to go for Dinamo and Salzburg to draw 1-1. I'm going to go for Milan to beat Chelsea 2-1. I'm going to go for Shakhtar to lose this game by 2-1. Real Madrid to get 2 goals. Celtic Leipzig draw 2-2. And Dortmund Sevilla 3-1. I'm predicting Dortmund to score 3 goals, and I took out Bellingham. As such pain. Like I knew they were going to score 3 goals, and I took out their player. Nkunku captain, very interesting. The Maccabi Haifa players are celebrating until now. Big result for them. The problem is that everyone has Cancelo, so it doesn't matter how he plays, says Javob. Some people might have taken him out on a wildcard thinking he would be rested, so I ended up captaining Mbappe, so thanks for that. Mbappe, don't say thank you yet. Lucy, Mbappe might come on and get a red card. These days, things could go wrong. So thank you guys for watching. My captain, Alvarez, says some dude. Really, really sorry. Really, really sorry. You still have a chance of captaining someone else tomorrow. I'm pretty sure he would have done well, though. It's just because of the red card that messed up everything. Mbappe is such a stinky player for the dressing room, says Sharma. I was not a fan of him being given that amount of money per week, those wages. I think it's too high for a young player, and it kind of gets into your head. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't even give Bellingham captain of my team. I think that's too early to give those people that authority. I wouldn't personally. Thank you, Teza. He's in the injury time counting as played minutes because Ruben Diaz got 0 points. Now, Ruben Diaz will get a clean sheet. He came on if he came on before the 30th minute, which he did, he's going to get the clean sheet. And they usually count it until the 90th minute, Chan. Even if they play 100 and they count it until the 90th minute. So as long as we play more than 60 minutes. Yusuf, let's just go out and keep laughing at ourselves because it's been half disaster, 3/4 disaster. 2 Man City attackers blanked. Bellingham, good captain, yes, but I don't have him in my team, so I want him to blank. Thank you guys for joining. See you next time. Thank you for the support. Hit the like button and I'll catch up with you on the next one.